gastronauts, welcome once again to Gerald's kitchen. Hope you're all well. Quiet please, you. It's alright, I've got Clive here at the moment, day off from the Fisherman of England. Yeah, yes, not yet, it's an iPhone 10, you don't know how to operate it. Sorry about that, okay, sorry, we'll start again with that. Yeah, welcome to Gerald's kitchen, as I was saying, where I was rudely interrupted. I was looking at my diary last night and I saw coming up just over a week's time, I think it's the first today, a couple of weeks time, it's Valentine's Day. So a little recipe I've done on several occasions, some chocolates, and we're going to call these, and I've written it down, we're going to call them Valentine's Day Irish Cream, so we've got some alcohol in there, white chocolate truffles. Valentine's Day Irish Cream white chocolate truffles. Not many ingredients, so guys, you can make these for your loved ones, or ladies, you can make these for your loved ones. Nice and simple, as I always say. Let's go through the ingredients very quickly. Very quick, this one. 375 grams of malted biscuits. 300 grams of condensed milk, Nestle, or whatever condensed milk you get other brands. White chocolate, 300 grams broken up, ready to melt. 100 grams of milk chocolate, that's for decoration. 100 grams of Irish cream. I mean, Baileys is the well-known brand, but any Irish cream will do, does the same job. 80 grams of desiccated coconut, 80 grams. Then, if you've got some, or you can get some chocolate sauce. It's a thick chocolate sauce, and we just want 1 tablespoonful of that. Or you could substitute and put in 2 tablespoons of sifted cocoa powder. I'm going to use the chocolate sauce today. You could leave out the chocolate sauce and you could leave out the cocoa powder. It's not necessary, but it just gives that chocolatey flavour inside the truffle when you bite into it. So, there we go with the ingredients. Right, first job, grab your malted biscuits, get a food processor and just whack those in, like so. As I said, this is very quick. There is a lot of chilling with it and there is time involved, but you're not using a lot of time to actually do it. It's just the setting of the chocolate, etc. So we whisk these up. Right, that's that done. So just take that off and put it into a large bowl. That for washing up. Then bang in your desiccated coconut, your condensed milk, and we're going to need a spoon for that, guys. There we go. Baileys. Well, Baileys, Irish cream. I'm advertising there, shouldn't I? Irish cream. We'll call it Irish cream. And then I'm going to put in a tablespoonful of the chocolate sauce, which I've got in the fridge, so there we go. As I say, you can use sifted cocoa powder, which would do the same job. And that's it, into your bowl, ready to mix. Right, what you need to do is mix all this together until it's all combined. Right, that's it. So all you've done, just mix that together. Very quick, very simple, as I say. Now we need to whack that in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. I would recommend probably 45 minutes to an hour. But just keep checking. It's got to be sort of going into more of a solid state so we can roll them into balls. So into the fridge for 30 to 45 minutes. Right guys, while that is firming up in the fridge, get yourself 2 baking sheets and line them with baking parchment. You know, butter, stick it down with baking parchment. A couple, we're going to need a couple. You could use 1 actually, and we could just wash that up after. But if you've got 2, do 2. Now, a little note about chocolates. Making chocolates is quite technical and scientific, and you get into a thing called tempering. You can probably watch videos on YouTube about chocolate making and tempering of the chocolate. But there's no need for that with this. This is white chocolate. You can just buy from the supermarket, whatever you fancy. You know, if you like Nestle white chocolate, buy Nestle white chocolate. That's all you need. And for the milk chocolate, for the decoration, which we're going to put in and funnel it on, just some, you know, again, just any milk chocolate that you like. It doesn't really matter, because we're not going to get into tempering, as I'll explain a little bit later when we melt the chocolate and how we melt the chocolate. Now, Clive's gone now, he's had to get back to work, but he has asked me to come back part-time. But again, I've got to show him how to use the iPhone 10, so we'll see. Clive might be coming back and making a reappearance, so we'll see. So there we go, with 2 baking sheets, line them with baking parchment and a little bit about chocolates there. As I say, it's very technical, we won't get into that at this moment. This is quite simple to make, so we'll carry on in a minute. Okay, it's just been, well, I've done 45 minutes. Now I did ramble on a little bit earlier on, 30, 45, an hour. Just keep checking them. It's been 45 minutes. It could take up to an hour, but just keep checking so you've got a nice firm consistency. I'll show you. So, what you need to do with these now is take some of the mixture about the size of a large marble, a fobber we used to call it. Don't know around the world what you call it. And you roll it into a ball like that. And what I do, I just weigh the ball. They need to be about 14 to 15 grams, and pop them on your tray, on your baking parchment. There's another one. So keep going. As I say, check them. About, so that was 15. About 14 to 15 grams each. You could say really, get a teaspoon and get them out. But you know, try and get them as uniform as you possibly can. So there's 3 on there. That's 16. It's a little over, but it doesn't matter that much. They're about uniform. So there you go. There's 3. And I won't bore you doing all of them, and we'll see how many we can get out of this lot. Right, so, okay, we just finished rolling those out. As I said, I think I said 15 grams. Really, you need about between 16 and 18 grams, I would imagine, each truffle. Just pop them on the scales as you go along. They haven't got to be smack on. I got 44 out, so I'm just going to pop those back in the fridge just to firm them up a bit more, because they will start to sag a little while you're doing it. So into the fridge. Right, meanwhile, melting of the chocolate, which I have started. There's 2 ways to melt the chocolate. You can grab a pan, put some water in the pan, very shallow, pop it on the hob, bring it up to a simmer and take the heat off completely. You don't want to burn this chocolate. Pop your chocolate on top and then just keep stirring it as it melts until it's completely melted. So that's quite easy to do. Just keep an eye on it and keep stirring until everything has dissolved. No lumps at all. Now the other method is the microwave method. Now, as I said earlier, we don't get into tempering. With tempering, it's a chocolate science. This is just supermarket chocolate, white chocolate that you bought, and you can melt it this way to do these truffles. Not complicated. Now, you need a microwavable bowl, obviously. Pop it in the microwave, about 15 seconds, take it out, stir it. Pop it back in for another 15 seconds, take it out, stir it, and keep going until it's completely melted. Now mine just needs probably another 15 seconds and we're done. So back in it goes for 15 seconds. But just make sure you've got no lumps in there. You don't want lumps, you want it nice and runny, not boiling hot. That's about it, I think. There we go. So that's the consistency you're looking for, look. No lumps in there at all. And that's ready to be put on your truffles. Now, get your second baking sheet. Get the truffles out of the fridge. And we're going to dip them in the chocolate. Now, I have got a little truffle dipper. You can buy these off the internet. They come in sets. They're all sorts of shapes and sizes for making chocolates, etc. If you haven't got one of those, use a fork. A fork will do the job, but these are just great. Now, just check your truffles. Just make sure they are sort of round as possible. You can just round them back up a little bit. Get your truffle dipper. We'll get it close. Pop it in and just coat it in the chocolate, like so. There you go, simple as that. And then pop it onto the baking parchment. There's one. Start with number 2, just to make sure it's round. Pop it in, bang. And it's, again, with rolling them and doing this, just take your time. It's nice and therapeutic, as I say. Pop it onto the baking sheet. And that's it. Keep going till they're all done. And when they're all done, we're going to pop them in the fridge to firm them. Right, just finished them, coating them all. Now you should have enough chocolate to do the whole 44. Don't panic if you run out. Just melt a little bit more chocolate. There should be enough for the 44 though, but just melt another 50 grams if you need to. And I'm being honest there and keeping the video real, as I always say. Now, this is not baking or anything like that. That can happen. Just be aware of that. So there we go. 44 truffles ready to set. So put them in the fridge. About 30 to 45 minutes, and then we'll come back and finish them off with some decoration, some piping with some milk chocolate. Okay, here we go for the decoration. Get your milk chocolate and melt it with the same method of your choice, either on the hob or in the microwave until it's melted, which I've done already, just to speed things up a little. And then you need to get a piping bag. Now, these disposable piping bags, which are nice and convenient, you can buy from the supermarket. They come in rolls. There's about 50 on a roll. Not dear, and they're nice and easy to use. So we're just going to pop this chocolate into the bag. As far down as you can get it. Take off the spoon. You're going to get a bit messy with this. So just do this until it's all in and squeeze it down to the bottom. There, you're back again. So there we go. We just squeeze the chocolate down to the bottom of the piping bag. Just put that to one side. Now we need to get out the truffles. There we go. All nice and set. And now we're going to put a little bit of decoration on the top, some little squiggles of milk chocolate. So we need to snip the bottom of the icing bag, only a little snip, so get a nice little, there we go. And then we push down and we just put a little squiddle on the top of each one. So here we go. There we go. Takes a bit of practice. There we go, and I won't bore you with all of them, I'll just finish them off now. There we go, all decorated. Nice bit of presentation. Right, last thing, well, not the last thing, nearly the last thing. Put them back in the fridge, another 15-20 minutes, just to set the top. Right, that's lovely. Going all right at the moment. Come back to those in 15-20 minutes and we'll just finish them off with a bit of presentation in a box. So I'll see you in a little while. Okay, just taken these out of the fridge, been in there about 15-20 minutes just to set the little milk chocolate squiddles we put on the top. Now just to finish these off, it's nice to put them in some presentation boxes. I bought these off the internet. You can get them anywhere on the internet. They come in different shapes, sizes, etc. This particular one is nice. It's got a see-through cellophane top, which is nice. And I'm sure just that little finishing touch will go down a treat with your special person, loved one. And they'll like those. I have tried these. Oh, shall I take? Oh, go on. Yeah, go on then. So here we go. Oh, no, come on. Those are blinding, really. They're, Oh! Get in. You're going to love these. Beautiful. The Irish cream with the consistency of the biscuit and the coconut and the chocolate all together is really good. I've got to say, I know I've made them myself, but they are good. I hope you like that. If you did, thumbs up, like, share, and all the things you do on YouTube. Clive could be back soon, so we'll see. I may have him back. See how he gets on with the iPhone 10. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.